for me and didn't have. Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set, 18, Gator. Defense wins championship. Defense.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check right 54. Right 54. All day, baby. All day. Wait, 89.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rivers, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Black 11. Black 54. Strip the ball.
Here's the 2nd-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naheem Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
You draw forfeit. Hey, let go. 51 Mike 51. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And that'll set him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, Charlie. Get up.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Let's go.
A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards.
First down, Titans.
Down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
90, Wolf. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. and that's what he did.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Jack! Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3!
6-6, bullet high.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, easy.
Rivers now. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Done. Round 80.
Check Mike 54, Mike 54, come on.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Taylor. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
It's our time.
Here's Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Load it.
Here's Marlon Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Don't be mad. You know what coming. You know where it comes from.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Bravo.
You're not ready. Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55.
White.
Double. Shift.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, switch gears. Shoot.
White, 89.
They'll run for it. It's Mack. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Mack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check.
Hey, wahoo.
Check Mike,
50 hard.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run it with Mack, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You got three down. Mike 51. Exit.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Ready. 380.
54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, 79. 79. Cut.
First down, Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mack. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Load it. Load it.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey.
54's Mike.
White.
Check, check. Watch 54.
From the 29, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We got to step it up.
Red.
Mike, 55.
Five.
Hey.
Q.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Man.
Hey, here we go.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. He's got Burton here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Load it.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on second down. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Check me 90. Run 80.
54. I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Set. Black 15.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slip.
White 89.
On first down, it's Hines. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a run with Mack.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. A little flare. Slam.
Hey, 79. 79.
Rivers now to throw on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, check. Kill.
80 weapon.
Kill.
Ready.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Tannehill. He completes it to Evans. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill completes it to Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Tannehill now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watch.